What if AI agents could understand your business context, your data, your workflows, your goals, and adapt to help your team work smarter? Even better, what if IT could manage these agents at scale with the same enterprise security and governance you trust today? That's exactly what we're showing you: how to build agents with adaptive intelligence using WorkIQ, Dataverse, and Agent 365. I'm Julie Cosmano.
And I'm Jason Huang. We are both from Microsoft Dataverse team, and we are excited to show you what's possible.
So let's start with the foundation. What is Agent 365? Agent 365 is the control plane for your agents. It brings together 5 critical capabilities: registry, access control, visualization, interoperability, and security. With Agent 365, your agents become enterprise-ready, secure, compliant, and built to scale, so you can focus on impact, not infrastructure. And it's all governed using the same Microsoft 365 infrastructure you already trust. But agents need more than security. They need to be smart. That's where WorkIQ comes in. WorkIQ gives your agents adaptive intelligence. It helps agents understand you, your business context, and your workflows by connecting them to your work data. When agents run on Agent 365 with WorkIQ, they don't just automate. They think, adapt, and elevate your work. This transforms Dataverse from a system of record into a system of action, giving agents secure access to trusted business data for intelligent workflows. Now, for IT admins, this means enterprise-grade governance to confidently scale AI agents across your organization. Today, we're going to show you both sides of this coin. I'll demo from the user perspective what it's like to actually work with an Agent 365-ready agent that connects to Dataverse as part of WorkIQ. Then, Jason will take us to the agent developer and IT admin view, showing you how to build, deploy, and manage these agents at scale. Ready, Jason?
Let's do it.
Meet Alina, an agent we created for our fictitious company, Zava Construction. Imagine Jason and I work at Zava, and Alina joins our team as an AI teammate to help us stay on top of everything. All of our business data, clients, contacts, project details, vendors, is stored securely in Dataverse. Before we jump in, let me show you what's happening under the hood. This is how we're unlocking WorkIQ with Dataverse and Agent 365. Users interact with agents through familiar tools like Teams. Agents understand business context and collaborate effectively. And here's Alina built with Microsoft Agent Framework powered by Azure OpenAI. Alina connects to Dataverse through the MCP server for business data, Mail through the MCP server for communication, and lastly, the Agent 365 SDK to log every action for compliance. Agent 365 provides unified login and authorization, so agents honor your security policies. Now let me show you what this looks like in action. Now I'm here in Teams chat, and I'm adding Alina to a chat with Jason. Here's the scenario. I'm a site coordinator at Zava Construction, and I just wrapped up an inspection at one of our Datum Corporation project sites. While I was there, I spotted a plumbing issue, and it doesn't look too good. So normally, I'd have to stop what I'm doing, open our project management app, find the right project, fill out a bunch of forms, and manually log the issue. But because Alina is connected to our business data in Dataverse, I can just talk to it. Look at this. Alina understood the context and is ready to act. Notice it identified the correct project, AC Innovative Main Campus in Seattle, even though I have multiple active projects with this customer. It analyzed the photo and my message to figure out which project this belongs to. Alina shows me a preview of the issue and project note records that it will create based on the details extracted from the photo. It looks good, so I'll ask it to proceed. So Alina summarized what it just did along with the links directly to the relevant project, issue, and project note records. Now, here's where human in the loop comes in. I can review the AC Innovative Main Campus project details. I see a new issue and also a new project notes created. And Back on Teams, I can also directly go to the issue record. Look at this. The owner is assigned to Alina, our agent. It's already filled in the details based on the photo earlier, and it's linked to the correct project, AC Innovative Main Campus. The cool thing is, because Dataverse is the common data platform for apps and agents, I can also contribute to details directly via the app as well. But now, I need to get Jason involved since he manages vendor relationships. Instead of going back into the app to assign it, I'll just assign it right here in our chat. Watch this. I'm just talking to Alina like I would to a colleague. And done. Alina immediately updated the issue and assigned it to Jason. I can also ask Alina to send the details to Jason via email. Watch, Alina is composing the email with all the issue details. And then there it goes to Jason's inbox. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Jason is right here in our Teams chat. Watch what happens when he jumps in with questions. So Jason just asked, Alina, can you now recommend the best vendor to deal with this issue? And look at Alina's response. Alina is using Dataverse as the enterprise agent database to access our vendor details and make an intelligent recommendation. Here, Jason is going to continue conversing with Alina to assign the vendor to the issue. And as team member on this chat, I can follow along the conversation and help reviewing all the details if I want to. And Alina ensures the update to issue is done and a new project note is added. From here, Jason continues conversing with Alina to ensure the appropriate details are sent to the primary contact from a Datum corporation. Let's recap what you just saw. I logged an issue from the field. Jason collaborated on vendor selection and client communication seamlessly in Teams. And behind this, Work IQ with Dataverse MCP server for business data, Mail MCP server for communications, and Agent 365 SDK for governance. Site inspection to client notification in minutes. That's adaptive intelligence working with your team. Jason, do you want to show everyone how agents like Alina are actually built and managed?
Happy to. Let me show you the agent builder and IT admin side of this. Let's start with IT admin. As IT admin, for the first step, I need to make sure my agent developers have the right tools to build agents. To build an agent like Alina, who can interact with my business data in Dataverse, I will start with finding the right Dataverse MCP tool. After connecting with MCP management tool, I first list available DV environments under this tenant. Here, I'm choosing Java construction setup. This will help us narrow down the data scope. For this environment, I need to identify the available MCP server. We have only one default DV MCP. Sometimes there will be multiple available. Now, I will publish this MCP as one tool to choose for my agent developer. Since we have already published this before, it shows up as an existing option. Now, switching to agent developer. As agent developer, I can start using Agent Frameworks SDK to build my own agent. I started with the provided template. As a first step, I want to check and choose the available MCP tool for my admin. I use A35 list available to get a full list of MCP tools. Here, as you can see, we have the recently added DV MCP from Java Construction Setup environment. You will also have other available tools from Teams and Calendar. Here, for the previous demo, we also need Mail tool. Now, I can add the MCP tool to my agent project. After adding the tool, I can start develop my agent. I open the existing agent which Julie just demoed. This is a build on top of the template. Here is the agent instruction we give to Alina. Beyond that, we also use Dataverse Python SDK to customize the agent a bit. Here, we store the conversation history into one Dataverse custom table, so agent can better understand and support multi-turn conversation. With that, I finished building. Then I can set up my agent with a command and then it will create agent blueprint in Azure and register messaging endpoint. Here is a blueprint we created based on the configuration. And you can see all the permission required for this agent. We have mail permission and Dataverse permission. It also created one sample agent instance under the blueprint. Now, as an agent developer, after I finish building the agent, how can I validate the function of the agent safely? With the setup in the previous step, I'm now ready for offline testing. Here, I can run the agent with a provided agent playground to open one local host. It shows as Microsoft Teams, and you can start a conversation with the agent. We start with the basic question: how many accounts to validate the agent is working properly and is able to access my business data from Dataverse? Let's try one more question. What is the rating of the adventure plumbing? It will return a number, but how can you make sure it is correct? You can do validation by asking a follow-up question: how you get the number? Here, you can see how agent perform a fuzzy match, identify the entity, and build query to get the right data. Assume you finish all the testing. Now, switch back to PowerShell. You are ready to deploy your agent. This command will upload your agent to Azure Web App, update any permission to the blueprint, and convert customized configuration to Azure App setting. Once you think the agent is ready to use, as a final step, you can publish the agent, and it will be available in the Microsoft 365 Admin Center for your organization. Here, the Java Construction Coordinator agent will be available for the admin to activate. Now, as an agent developer, I have finished building and publishing the agent to the admin. Now, let's switch back to IT admin role. Under Microsoft 365 Admin Center, Agent section, I'm able to see the agent that my developer published, Java Project Coordinator. From here, I'm able to activate the agent for a certain user group, apply any policy template before activating the agent. Once the agent is activated, you can also check the blueprint, find the linked agent instance, disable the agent, monitor the usage, or check the permission scope. From the end user scope, once the agent is published, you can go to the Teams app marketplace, find the agent created by your organization. Then you can create your own instance with the names like Alina or JSON Inspection Assistant and interact like a real human. Your Dataverse admin will help approve your personal agent request. Switching back to the Dataverse admin view, I want to make sure the agent instance requested by the end user has the right data and security permission. I'm able to find the agent instance created like a real human. I'm able to grant different security role and data access role for each instance based on their responsibilities. Here, for Alina, I added basic user and system customizer since I might need her to help update my schema to improve the workflow as well. The agent instance will be performed like a real human in auditing. Checking in the Modern Driven app, find the record modified by Alina. You can see the auditing tracking all their activities. With a log from Agent 65, you are able to monitor the agent end-to-end. Let's do a recap on the setup and management experience. We have 3 roles involved: IT admin, agent developer, and agent user. For IT admin, the first step, I publish available tools for my agent developer to choose. For agent developer, I use Agent Framework SDK to build my agent. These are 3 major steps. Step number 1, set up. Initialize my agent environment and create blueprint. I'm able to do offline testing after that setup. Step number 2, deploy. I push my agent code to the cloud. Step number 3, publish. I publish the agent to my admin, making it discoverable for organization use. Then, admin can choose to activate and manage the agent in Microsoft 365 Admin Center. Next, agent user can find activated agent in Agent Store and create their own agent instance. Final step. Dataverse admin grant proper Dataverse access for newly created agent instance like a real human.
Thanks, Jason. So here's what we've shown you today. With WorkIQ and Dataverse, your agents gain adaptive intelligence. They understand your business context, your data, and your workflows. With Agent 365, your agents are enterprise-ready, secure, governed, and built to scale. Together, they transform your system of record into a system of action, where agents act intelligently while IT stays in control. And we're not alone. Microsoft partners like Florida are already building Agent 365-ready agents like Rusty using WorkIQ with Dataverse to deliver the same benefits.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Samuel Smith, and I'm a lead AI architect here at Valrada. And it is my pleasure to introduce you to Rusty, our digital assistant powered by Agent 365, available to our users in Copilot and in Teams. Let's check it out. So here we are in Microsoft Teams, and we've already started a conversation with Rusty, our digital assistant. Now, Rusty has access to a Dataverse MCP server and also a Power Roster MCP server that we've developed ourselves. And the great thing is that we're going to access those servers in exactly the same way through the Agents 365 SDK. And on top of that, it's going to allow us to interact with applications such as Outlook, Teams, and SharePoint, much in the same way that a regular user would. And this brings in many benefits. And as I say, really, as we're watching the user here being able to look at what that current staffing level is, it's great that we're obviously able to query that data in Dataverse, but in this scenario, what we're going to be able to do is go and check against guidelines and framework guidance that we need to follow in order to make sure that the ward is properly staffed at all times. So let's ask Rusty what the capacity should be. So as you can see, Rusty is going to get to work and it's going to go and decide which documents it needs to bring back and synthesize an answer that's going to give us the information that we need. And as you can see in this scenario, actually, we have got a bit of a delta between basically what we have currently allocated, the 6 nurses that we have, versus what is required. So say the documentation is telling us that we actually need to increase this. But on top of that, what Rusty will do is he'll proactively offer to go off and increase it, and then also go and find relevant resources that can help according to the characteristics that they have, as well as also whether they're available or not. So let's wait for that to go off and bring back the resources. And there we have it. Rusty's gone off and it's managed to perform all of those actions for us and provide us with next steps that we're going to need to take to make sure that this ward is properly staffed and equipped for the upcoming increase in demand. But anyway, that really is just tip of the iceberg in terms of Rusty's capabilities, but also what we as partners and what our customers are going to be able to do with Agents 365. And we're really, really excited to continue building on this platform.
So whether you're a business user who wants smarter workflows or an IT admin who needs governance at scale, Agent 365 ready agents with Dataverse and WorkIQ are here to help you work smarter, faster, and more securely.
Ready to get started?
Thanks for watching.